hanging out with a guy I've known. I was trying to think about this as we were sitting here talking. I think I first met Mike Button back in 1995. I was new to the dirt circuit. He was one of the bigger name sportsman drivers, I think, by that time. He is still running sportsman. He is up here at Fulton Speedway today. I got out around maybe 10 times or so last year. How have you been, man? I don't think I got a chance to talk with you at all last year.
No, I don't think we met up at all last year. We went to the Thunder Mountain because everybody up here had shut down and got a few races in.
You and a lot of the 358s too, yeah.
Yeah, and but it was fun. It was fun to do something different, but it's also nice to be back home again.
How did we like Thunder Mountain?
You know what? I liked it.
Yeah, you did.
It's the bull ring and.
Yeah.
And over my career, most of the races that we've gone well on have all been like that bull ring type racetrack, the Paradises. Unfortunately, we haven't figured out.
Right, almost
yeah,
like that.
Wait
right?
a minute, hold on for a second.
Okay.
We haven't figured out Brewerton quite yet. We've had a lot of top finishes, a lot of podium finishes, but we've never actually cracked a win with the sportsman car there.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I guess I figured you snuck one in there somewhere along the way, no?
Nope.
What about Weedsport?
Weedsport, we're the winningest sportsman driver still at Weedsport, which I kind of take a lot of pride with because there's been some amazing drivers that come through there. So
yeah, a lot of those drivers who are doing a lot of amazing things in other divisions now too. So how many years has it been for you as a driver now?
Well, it's probably been close to 40 years.
Really, that
but
much?
It's been on and off. Some years we won't run any more than we did last year. Our 8-10 shows, and then some years we'll run, maybe 30. The days of running 50, well, that's for the young guys.
Well, I remember last time I think I was really talking to you was 19, and I think we were feeling a little frustration at that point. Or was it 18?
It was probably 18. And
probably 18, okay.
Yeah, we had bought a motor, and everybody always asked, well, when these places, they guarantee you can buy a motor that makes, 400, or 380 horse. And then everybody always asks, well, what always happens to the other motors? Well, I think we bought one.
You had one of the other.
We bought one. I'm almost convinced we were because we got such a great deal on it. And then when we got it, we found out it wasn't a good deal as we thought it was.
So you're watching people just drive away from you coming out of the corners all season long, basically. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. And then when I actually took it, at one point I took it and brought it to dyno it. The guy's like, bring the motor that you race with. I'm like, this is the motor. He's like,
oh, no.
And that's when he said to me, those motors that, the guys, these places claim make all, they can guarantee you this much power.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is the one that doesn't.
The guys have told me for years, not all crates are created equal, even from the factory. So I guess we had a perfect example.
Yeah,
so what's the same, what's different this year?
Well, right now, we're pretty much the same. We actually picked up a couple really good sponsors this year.
Okay, you said one is a new one and one is an old one,
yes,
right?
One is an old one that we're happy to have with us is Wilbert's U-Pullet. Now the boys that we knew back when we started of 20 years ago when Wilbert's were our main sponsor, and they'll be our main sponsor again this year. Now they've kind of wanted to expand their horizon a little bit, and they thought that maybe putting something out in the Syracuse area was a good place to go.
Yeah, no doubt. And, of course, the new one is somebody you know from on the track.
Yeah, and the other one is AHR Heating, Plumbing, Air Conditioning. It's through Earl Rudy, and which it's always I always think it's a great thing when you can get an actual competitor and that actually will help you or sponsor your car. But that says a lot about our division and even the John Whites and the guys that try to make everybody realize that, we're all family.
Mm-hmm. And it is that way, too. So, and I had to call Earl out to my house for a little while ago. So, AHR, they're over on Taft Road, over by Cantech Automotive, kind of over near Thompson Road. So, tell them Doug and Mike sent you, and they will give you a special discount. What's the plan?
What's that?
What's the plan for this year? The
this
Packard's
year,
going by.
We're actually, the water truck's going by. My hearing's not that good anymore. Everybody
all these years of racing does that to you, doesn't it?
Yeah. We're going to start here, and then we're going to actually try to run Brewerton a little bit more often and see how that goes.
But here for points?
You know what? We're going to see how that goes because – we've done the points thing for so long.
That's a nice hauler, huh?
Yeah, real nice. And it makes the racing so intense, and it's fun actually to run and not we'll worry about the points later on in the year.
Good. What keeps you excited after all this time in racing? What was the big thing as you were coming here today was in your head? Why do you spend all this time and all this stuff to do this?
You know what? If I thought about that, I probably wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, if you started to figure that shop rate at the home, right?
Yeah. But, I actually enjoy it still. I mean, a lot of guys enjoy golfing and boating and that. And I guess my thing is coming here racing Saturday night.
Anybody else want to say thanks to?
I'd like to, Darlene's Kitchen helps us out, and Sorbello's Produce. So other two people that are local that are right in Chittenango. So
nice. So you got breakfast at the one place, and then you got the produce for lunch.
Exactly. Yeah, we hit them all up. Yeah.
Is that a little neighborhood diner, the first place you were telling me about?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's one, and it's funny. We've been going there for years, and now her grandson actually comes to the races. Oh. So she's like, "Oh, I got to get my name on that car." Very and nice. She was one of the few people that helped us last year, and without even knowing that we were even going to race or not. So we made sure it's on there this year, so that regardless.
Again, this was a request. If you have one of me, send it to me on Facebook or Doug at DougsDirtDiary.com. Right down there where I'm pointing is a little blue E. Click on that. I don't know if you've done that yet, but once you do that, it'll subscribe you, and it'll send you an email every time that we put up something new. Good to see you, man, and I want to talk to you about a win soon, okay?
I hope so. And then we're going to have a little talk about this SQ basketball thing.
Yeah, we'll do another one on the side there, so we'll see how that goes. Mike tells me, like a lot of guys do, stick to what you know, Doug. Stick to what you know.